Hey guys, Minnesota here. Today's video, I'm going to be going over what I think is the best build for Mythic Plus in Dragonflight. This is just my opinion, way off, but just running it heroic so far, it's felt really good. Didn't change, but as of right now, if I had to run Mythic Plus tomorrow, what I would be running. Got any questions? Stream every day, Twitch, or leave a comment. Right, Paladin side, freedom. Everyone knows what freedom does, right? Got Hammer of Wrath. Our next row, learn about the auras. Staple point there. Next row, I'm gonna go with Blinding Light because I feel like Blinding Light so good. Multiple interrupt, stun, stops, whatever you need on multiple targets. And then we're gonna go with Divine Steed. Always good. 2 points in the Fist of Justice. Next roll, we're gonna go down to Judgment. Then the extra Divine Steed, I'll probably switch this out a lot, depending when we get into Mythic Plus testing. But it'll probably be Cleanse. Really not much to cleanse in the dungeon. Take the extra steed. Because I feel like down here, Golden Path doesn't do much. So, Seal Mercy. Taking that. Yeah, the rest of the stuff doesn't really matter that much to me. So, it'd be between these two right here. And plus for me. Extra charge. Cleanse Toxin. Go down, Aegis, Armor, Wings, and our Interrupt, of course. Throw, Rizel. Increases your damage, right? Loves it. Bop. We're gonna go with Blessing of Sacrifice and Judgment of Light. Nice passive healing that are attacking the target that you judge. Again, Golden Path. Everything I've seen in Mythic Plus wise, it doesn't matter. All right, in the next row, I went with Recompense. This just seemed a lot better than reducing my Blessing or Sacrifice. 50% of the total damage is diverted, either bonus judgment to your judgment or your next word of glory. This bonus healing. So it just seemed more appealing for me. I don't think between the two it really matters, but what I went with. Breakable Spirits, put on your Divine Shield, Armed Defender, and Enhanced 30%. Did not go with Improved Bop. Incandescence, each holy power you spend, 5% chance to cause your next consecrate flare up. Bonus damage, anything that can make my consecrate do more, I'm all for, since we're always in it, right? That's stronger. Fine, Hollowed Ground, consecrate damage increased by 10%. Then I went with Divine Purpose. Holy Power abilities have 50% chance to make the next Holy Power ability free. Heal 20% increased damage and healing. I'm always for passive stuff. More passive stuff I can get, I feel makes my life easier. But I know people will probably play around with Holy Avenger as well. But for me, I will with Divine Purpose. And Aspiration, you're blessing a hammer. Now it grants you 2% increased strength for 6 seconds. And applications may overlap. Again, I stayed away from any of the healing stuff just because it's own path. Nothing at all. Then we're gonna go down here where I know a lot of people not big fans of. Dusk and Dawn. It's gonna be Mythic Plus. It's just I think everyone's gonna have it from the. I'd be surprised if people don't, but I could be wrong. Basically, to get your Blessing at Dawn, you build up 5 holy power, and then you get the Blessing at Dawn. And Blessing of Dusk, as you spend it all. I'll give you a little quick demonstration. So build up to 5, a 4, and 5. And I have mine show up right here. She has 10 seconds left. And I spend. I got spend. I have no holy power. I get the other part of the buff right here. The Dusk. So the Dusk gives you DR. The Dawn gives you increased damage. So, and you'll be able to keep them up pretty easily. I wasn't really focused too hard on it. I was able to keep them up 80% of the time. But I like it. It feels like it gives me a little bit more to do. But that could be the ADHD in me. Then I went with Seal of Might. Your mastery by 8%. Then the Haste. Next row, Seal Order. In the Dawn, your holy power spending abilities deal 10% increased damage and healing. In the Dusk, your armor is increased by 10%. And your holy generating abilities down 10% faster. So you're just generating holy power so much quicker, and with Divine Toll over here and your 2 judgments, like, you're able to just keep those buffs up. That's just my Paladin one. Let me know down below what you would change out, or if you think this is a decent one. I kind of like the fact that, you know, people can change it up a little bit, and it's not too devastating if you don't. I don't think, for like your average Paladin. All right, let's go to the Prot side. So of course, Avenger Shield. Then I went with the Blessed Hammer, just because right now, how I'm running my build, just generating holy power, just so I can make sure I'm always gonna have my buffs up. Dusk, going into a pack with enough to have build the Righteous up. The next talent, either or of any of these, you're gonna be fine. More gear I get and stuff, I'll probably definitely switch. But as of right now, going with the block, just in case it falls off, you know, get myself beefier. And then down here, I went with Shining Light. Every 3 shields of Righteous, you get a free Word of Glory. It's changed from the current. Costs less now, less shields of Righteous to proc the free, so that's cool. Grand Crusader. When you avoid a melee attack or use your Blessed Hammer, you have a 15% chance to reset your shield Avenger Shield, sorry. And your strength by 2% for 8 seconds. Then with the Holy Shield, for the increased spell block. Definitely mandatory, right? Next line, I improved my Grand Crusader chance by to 20%. Still gives you 2%, just because the more shields, I think, the better, especially with the talent down below and the talent to the right with parry that I'm taking. Then I went with Ardent Defender. Then Barricade. When you're finished shielded, block chances increased by 10%. So we're just getting beefier with our shields. So more shields we can get, beefier we are. I went with Consecrate, lasting 2 seconds longer, and damage is increased by 20%. Just because that's always down, we want that all the time. Then I went with the parry. Every target hit by your Avenger Shield, you gain 2% parry for 15 seconds. If you get good resets, this could be up a lot. So I think this is a very good talent. But I really haven't played with the other one. Enemies hit by Avenger Shield deal 2%. Reduce damage to you for 10 seconds. Multiple may overlap. This could be good too. This would probably be, I don't know. If you get proc enough, I don't know. I'm actually torn on this one. Look, rereading it now. Don't quote me on that. This one I'll come back to. I'll come back to for Mythic Plus. I actually should probably run with this week to see how I like that. But as of right now, I'm going with the parry. Then of course I went with the Avenger Shield. Also grants you a shield 100% of the damage that it does. Down below, I went Tears Enforcer. Your Ranger's shield is imbued with holy fire, causing it to deal damage to all enemies within 5 yards it hits. Then we're relentless, spending holy power, you get haste. This one back and forth on. Sentinel, it looks really good. You know, bonus damage, health, everything, regeneration of your holy power. It all looks really good. So I've been playing around with this one, and as right now, I think it's what I'm gonna stick with. Then with the strength of conviction, while in your consecrate, your shield of righteous and word of glory increased by 20%. That's where we're always in our consecrate. Can't go wrong, right? Then we went down to Crusader's Judgment. Two judgments. Just another way of me being able to generate holy power all the time. Guardian of the Ancient Kings, of course, big CD. Then I went with Defender. Each 3 holy power you spend reduce the cooldown on your Ardent Defender and Divine Shield, which I think is going to pair up really nice with Ardent Defender and the Eye talent here. We're always going to just either with Ardent Defender taking 20% less damage, then with the Eye, the mob's doing 25% less damage to us. Then with our shield giving us a parry and a bubble and block chance, we're gonna be pretty tanky. I'm excited for Mythic Plus. I went with the Avenger Shield hitting 2 extra targets, so instead of 3, now it's gonna hit 5, which you saw from before. A lot of the stuff you take is your shield hitting mobs, increases XYZ. So, and of course, went with the Eye damage and reduces all damage they deal by 25%. So spells, melee, the whole night, everything. I went with a Protector. Each holy power you spend reduces wings and kings. Then of course I went with Divine Toll, and the more targets you hit with Divine Toll, knocks off time, which is really great. So every 45 seconds you're getting a big juicy shield from all your shields and everything. You're getting quick threat. It's just a no-brainer in Mythic Plus for sure, at least. And then I went with increased armor for my Righteous Defense and Righteous Fury. Shields hit, get some stacks, increase my Righteous damage. It's no-brainer for me. But again, these are just my thoughts, my opinion. Currently, this last season was my first season really pushing. And I'm just getting my feet into 28s. Mostly on my channel, I pick a random person from stream and we run their key for them. We help them do community keys. But this next season, DragonFlight, I plan on pushing myself harder. And hopefully you guys come by. Any questions, leave them down below. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe.